For this tutorial, I'm going to be using some of this double knitting yarn in pink, and I'll also be using a 3.5mm hook. I'm going to start by doing a chain of 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to go ahead and chain 2, and I'm going to do double crochets along this row. Just like this. All the way to the end. Once you reach the end of the row, you want to turn your work around, chain 2, and double crochet again all the way till the top. And once you reach the top, I'll show you what to do. Once you reach the top, you want to then, so this was the last double crochet on that row. I'm going to go ahead and do double crochets into this row, 5 double crochets into this one loop here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll then go ahead and double crochet along this bottom here, just like so, all the way to the end. Once I'm at the end again, so that's the last double crochet on that, I'm going to turn it around and I'll be double crocheting along this row. Once I get to the center of this row, I'm going to do 3 double crochets, and the center is going to be up here. Remember where I did the 5 double crochets? So in the center of this, I'm going to be doing 3 double crochets. I'll show you once I get there. Here I am at the center of the row here, and into this loop, I'm going to be doing 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to go ahead and continue double crocheting all the way to the end of the row, and I'll get back to you once I'm at the end of that row. Here it is at the end again. I'll turn my work around, chain 2, and I'll do double crochets again till I get to the center. This time around, when I'm at the center, I'm going to go ahead and do 5 double crochets into one loop, but I'll show you once I get to that part. Here I am at the center again, and into this loop I'm going to be doing 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a double crochet into every single loop there. And this is basically the process of the increase. Altogether, I want to do 8 rows in total. So this is the middle one, and then that's 1, 2, and 3. I want to do 5 more rows, and every single time I'm transitioning, so I'm going to do 3 double crochets into one loop. In the next row I do 5 double crochets. In the next loop I do 3 double crochets in one loop. In the next one I do an increase of 5. I'm going to transition in between those till I'm done with the complete cup, and I'll show you what it looks like at the end. In total it's going to be 8 rows. Now this is the middle one, and then there's 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do 5 more rows. I'll show you what it looks like at the end. So here I am on row 8. So like I said, this is the middle one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On row 8, once you're in the center here, I'm going to be doing the strap for the cup basically. So here's the middle, here's the center here. I'll do this double crochet, and I'll go ahead and do a chain of 100. And here's what my chain of 100 looks like. I'm going to go ahead and chain 2, and into every single loop I'm going to be doing a half double crochet. So insert and pull through all, in, insert, pull through all, and I'm just going to do this all the way to the bottom, and I'll get back to you once I'm at the bottom there. So here's the rope there. I'm currently done. I'm about now to continue my double crochets along the row. I'm going to pass this in here, insert here, pull through all, double and double, and that's to just make sure the loop here is not too big, even though there is still a bit of a loop. I'm going to continue and go ahead and do double crochets all the way to the end. So here's the top there, and just do your double crochets all the way to the end here. So here I am at the end of that row here. I'm going to go ahead and chain 2. Into this loop here, I'm going to do 5 double crochets. 3, 4, and 5. Right? Into this other loop here, I'm going to do 2 double crochets. So 1, 2. Into the next, I'm doing 5 double crochets, 3, 4, and 5. Into the next, I'm doing 2 double crochets. And I'm just going to repeat this process again till I get to the end of this. So till I get to the end here, I'm just going to repeat, and I'll be transitioning between 5 to 2 double crochets, and I'll get back to you at the end. And here's what the bottom looks like. I'm going to turn it around, and I'll go ahead, do a second row. So I'll chain 2, and on the second row, I'll just do a double crochet into every single loop. So you just want to go ahead and do 1 double crochet into all the loops. Here's what it currently looks like after the second row is done. You want to go ahead and make another cup which is exactly identical to this. So here's my first cup. I'm going to show you what my second cup looks like, and just make another one that's exactly identical to this one. Here are the 2 cups together. I'm absolutely obsessed with this color, to be honest. I'm going to go ahead now and do the strand which is going to connect both of them together. So you want to go ahead now and do a chain of 200. So chain 200. You don't have to, but this is something I like to do. I always like to just attach a bead. I have so many of these beads, so this is always a perfect opportunity to kind of use them. I'm at the end of my 200 chains. I'm going to go ahead and chain 2, and into every single chain I'm going to be doing a half double crochet just like before. So just like that all the way to the end. Here you go. If you don't have a bead, you just need to continue doing your half double crochets. If you do, you can add that in, but this is just something I like to do. Here I am now. I'm done with the strand. I'm just going to be inserting it into the top here. So we can start with this one right here. Pull through. And then into any of those loops, I'm just going to be inserting this through. Pull to the back. And I'll just do this all the way and join this one as well. So into this one. And just continue this till you've inserted it all the way through here and through this one as well. And here is what the finished product should look like. I love this bead so much. And here it is.